Good morning student. So class 10, today my chapter is chapter 2 light. Today's topic is lenses. Lenses means spherical lenses. In my previous video I told you about mirror formula, numericals based on mirror, refraction, etc. So lens is something which is based on refraction and reflection both. So before coming to my main point, the definition of lens that I have already written here. What is lens that you have to know? So lens is what? Lens is a transparent refractive medium. What is lens? Lens is made up of glass. Glass is transparent medium through which light can pass through. So it is a transparent refractive medium bounded by two surfaces, one of which must be spherical. There should be two surfaces, one of which must be spherical. This is the definition of lens. That is, one side must be spherical, another side can be plane or anything. As it is made up of glass, so it is a refracting medium, because when light will enter from air to glass, the medium is going to change, so there will be bending of light. In general, in your syllabus, you have to learn only two type of lenses. This one is known as convex lens. Name of this lens is convex lens, that you have to learn, and this one is concave lens. This is there in your syllabus. How to remember that which one is convex and which one is concave? Convex lens is something which is thicker in the middle. The portion which is thicker in the middle and at the edges it is thin, that is called convex lens. So I can write it that it is thicker in the middle. This one is thicker in the middle. That is called my convex lens. This one is concave lens, thinner in the middle and thicker at the edges. So this one is thicker at the edges. So in this way you can remember by looking at the diagram that which one is convex lens and which one is concave lens. Broadly, classification of lens is convex and concave. Now convex lens can again be classified into various categories, and concave lens can also be classified into various categories. But in your syllabus you only have to learn these two lenses. This lens is also having one property, that is parallel beams of light when passes through convex lens, they will converge at a point. You can see in the diagram. So this is also known as converging lens. This lens is also known as converging lens. This is its characteristics. In this lens you can see the ray of light which are coming parallel to each other. After refraction they are diverging. The rays are diverging. So this is the characteristics of concave lens. I can write it as diverging lens. I can write it as diverging lens. Now as I told you that this can be classified into more categories. So what are those more categories? If one side is curved and another side is plane. This is the way of curving in convex lens. In convex lens, the curving will be in such a way that it is bulging outside. Suppose I am drawing here this one. Here one side is plane, another side is curved. So this one is one type of convex lens, but one of its surface is spherical, another surface is plane. So this is known as plano-convex lens. Plano-convex lens. Similarly, if one side is concave and another side is plane, so this one is known as plano-concave lens. This is plano-concave lens. These things you don't have to learn now, just for an idea I am giving you these things. That is, it can be categorized into more form. Another category can be Concavo-convex. Concavo-convex means one side is concave, another side is convex. Main lens is convex, but another side can be like concave. Similarly, this one can be written as convexo-concave. Those things you are not going to learn, but this kind of lens where both are convex, this one is also known as biconvex lens. This is known as biconvex lens. That means both the side it is convex. We are not going to use the word bi, we are only going to use the word biconvex. If any lens is given to you where only it is told that convex lens, convex means biconvex. You have to understood it by automatically. Similarly, this one is biconcave lens. Biconcave lens. Biconcave lens means both side concave. That is called biconcave lens. Now, some terms related with lens I have to make you understood. In case of mirror, some terms already I told you. Here also I am going to explain some term. You can find in the figure a point in the middle of the lens. That is written as O. Okay. In the middle of the lens there is one point that is written as O. This is known as optical center of the lens. What is optical center? The geometrical center of the lens is known as optical center. Actually, every time geometrical center is not the optical center. But in case of biconvex lens, it is the geometrical center. Another definition of optical center, I can say that when light rays passes through optical center, it will go undeviated. There will be no bending. That point is known as optical center. Suppose I am drawing a line here, that is a ray of light is passing through the optical center. So it will pass as it is without any deviation. That point is known as optical center through which there is no deviation of light after passing through it. Similarly, in this lens also same thing, that is optical center. That means a point through which if light rays passes through, there will be no bending, no deviation. This is my first term. Second term is center of curvature. In mirror you have learned what is center of curvature. You have seen in mirror one part was there. So if I complete this as a sphere, I will get the center of the sphere. That was my center of curvature of the mirror. Similarly, here two surfaces are there. So two center of curvature will be there. One, if I complete this sphere, I am going to get center of that sphere, that is called C1. If I am going to complete this sphere, another center I am going to get, that is the center of curvature. So in a lens there are two center of curvature, C1 and C2. In this lens also and in this lens also, in both cases there are two center of curvature. So this one is clear. Now what is the line joining two center of curvature? The line joining two center of curvature which is passing through optical center, that is known as principal axis. Principal axis is the line joining two center of curvature and which will pass through optical center. Now next is what is focus of the lens or what is the focal length of the lens. In mirror we have seen that there is a point which is called focus. In case of converging mirror, what was my focus? The focus was when parallel ray of light which came parallel to the principal axis, after reflection they were converging at a point. So in this case what it will be? The ray of light which are coming parallel to principal axis, after refraction, that is changing the medium. First the light rays entering from air to glass, now from glass to air. So after refraction they are converging at a particular point. This point is known as focus. So in a lens there are two focus, that is f1 and f2. So this F2 generally we are going to use in our work, and this is known as principal focus. I have drawn both the diagram, this diagram and that diagram. In this diagram, I can see the ray of light which are coming parallel to principal axis. After refraction, they are converging at a point. I can define the focus as a point from which if light rays comes, after refraction they become parallel to principal axis. That can also be my definition of focus. So here that diagram I have drawn. That is a point from which if light rays are emerging to the lens, after refraction they are becoming parallel to the principal axis. So there are two focus, F1 and F2. Similarly, in case of concave mirror, in case of concave mirror, lens. In case of concave lens, I have already told you that ray of light will diverge after refraction. So this is my figure, that is these rays of light are falling on the lens. After refraction they are diverging, they are moving away from each other. If I extend the divergent ray in the opposite direction, then they will meet at a point, and that is the focus point of concave lens. So similarly, concave lens also have two focus point, one is F1 and another one is F2. Both diagram I have drawn. Here I have drawn the rays are coming parallel to principal axis. After refraction they are diverging. When divergent rays are extended in the opposite direction, they are meeting at a point, that is the focus point. In this diagram what I am able to show, here the ray of light which are appear to come from a point from the opposite direction, these are the divergent rays which are appearing to come from this particular point on the opposite side of the lens. After refraction they are becoming parallel to each other. Actually these rays are appear to come, but actually they are not coming. This is imaginary. They are appear to coming from this point. So these are the rays, actual it is coming. Divergent rays are coming. After refraction they are becoming parallel to principal axis. So the point from where they are appearing to come, that point is also known as focus of the lens. So I think I am able to explain you optical center, center of curvature and focus. Next is focal length. What is focal length? The distance between optical center and focus point, that is OF1 and OF2. This is called focal length. In case of mirror, I have seen that all the measurement used to be done from the pole of the mirror. Here all measurement has to be done from the optical center of the mirror. Whether it is convex or concave, the measurement has to be done from optical center. So this one is my focal length. And OC is what? In case of mirror we used to say it as radius of curvature. So here also I can say radius of curvature, but it is having another name, that is called 2f1. Why? Because this distance is double the focal length. Whatever is the focal length, the double of that one is C1 and that is only 2f1. So in both sides I am going to get, here I am going to get 2f2 and here I am going to get 2f1. So today I have only given the introduction of lens as it is new for you. In my next video I will say you about the ray diagram drawn using lens and the numericals based on lens and the lens formula that is different from the mirror formula. So first you have to know the terms, first you have to know the introduction, then only we can proceed to the next topic. I hope you have understood it in a very proper manner. If you have any difficulty, pause the video, go through it, so your doubts will be clear. Thank you very much, student.